Hi guys, it's literally the middle of the day. I have makeup on, but I just rushed to put this on because I was making a thumbnail and I didn't take a shower yet today and I feel really gross and nothing feels good. So I'm gonna go take a shower and get unready and then get ready again. So Emin's band is in town right now, which basically just means that his two friends are staying at our house and they're going to band practice every single day of the week. So I've been cleaning, I've been driving them around, we've been going to eat, I've been cooking, just being a housewife. You know, that's basically what my life has been recently. But it has brought something to my attention and it's kind of depressing. So sorry if this depresses you, but I realized that I assume that everybody hates me all the time and it's kind of annoying because, for example, Emin's band is like two 20-year-old men, okay? So they're nice and they converse, but there's something, I don't know if it's just me, but there's something about being a woman talking to men, especially like multiple men all at the same time, where you kind of get spoken over or you feel like you have to live up to what they're saying or you feel like they're just judging you, even if they're nice people, even if they didn't say anything, even if they didn't mean to cut you off or anything like that. Like it could just be a group conversation and stuff like that just happens. You just kind of feel less than, at least I do. And so when I've been like alone in the car with Emin's friends, for example, and like we have to take two separate cars and it's just me and not Emin, I get so insecure that I'm like not saying the right things or doing the right things or being interesting enough and that they are so bored and they hate me and they're gonna get out of the car and never want to talk to me again. It's the same with all my friends and it's honestly been like that for years now, just from all the bad stories that I've told you guys of friends like screwing me over, being mean to me or not being friends with me anymore, or me not like keeping friendships. And I've started to blame myself for like the end of all my friendships. And I think that like if I would have been smarter or nicer or funnier or more interesting or something, like they wouldn't have stopped being friends with me. And so I feel like constantly I'm just looking to be better, like more interesting, more entertaining, whatever. And if I'm not, then no one's gonna want to talk to me. And it's like this big, huge fear of mine. And it especially hurts when people don't want to be friends with me. So like recently I've made friends with some people like loosely, but they haven't really brought our friendship closer together. Like I've tried to initiate stuff, but they don't really, if you know what I'm saying. And so it hurts me like 100 times more when that happens. Even if it's not a big deal, even if somebody's not trying to like not be friends with me, like it's not like they hate me. It's just maybe they're different than me or something, or maybe they don't like me, whatever. But I just take it way harder than most people because I have this constant fear that everybody is just on the edge of leaving me as a person and like will not be my friend anymore if I do one thing wrong. It's like a legitimate fear. But anyway, I'm kind of in a rush because I'm going to Emin's band practice. I have to pick him up. I rented a car because, you know, I'll explain it later. We had to rent a car. It's a really awesome car, so I'm actually really excited to drive it. But I have to go pick up Emin's bandmates and then come back home. And I don't know what I'm gonna do because I have no life currently. So guess we'll find out. So anyway, I left the house. I went in this outfit and it's kind of risky, you know? I don't know if I'm a psycho. I don't know if I'm crazy. This is kind of embarrassing to admit, but I picture like what Emin is gonna do when he sees me, for example, when I put on an outfit. So like I get ready and I'm like, oh, Emin's gonna think I look so good. Or like, oh, people are gonna look at me a certain way, or I don't even know what. I just come up with scenarios in my little brain that lives inside of my skull. And when it doesn't happen, it really makes me upset. So I got home and I just put on a sweatshirt because I wasn't comfortable. I felt like stupid because I didn't get like whatever reaction I thought I would get out of dressing up. It's not like Emin said I looked bad. He literally looked at me and said, oh, you look good. But it wasn't like what I pictured in my brain. And when I was walking down the street, I just started to feel insecure. And so I put on this sweatshirt and I feel like that's how it always goes. Like I put on an outfit and I get cute and I get ready or whatever. And then the second I don't get this like attention that I want, or I feel awkward at all, like I want to just hide. I feel like I use my clothes to hide and like put on a hoodie because it's much more comfortable physically and emotionally. Like there's no part of you that's like out on a limb, you know, looking too good because you're literally wearing a hoodie. I made this amazing dinner after that for Emin's friend because he's vegan. So Emin wanted to go out and get birria tacos, which are like tacos with this shredded beef and cheese that they're kind of like pan fried and then dipped in broth. It's amazing. If you've never heard of it, it's incredible. It's called birria, aka birria. I just don't say it like that. And you should try it if it's in your area. But anyway, Emin wanted to go get that, but it obviously wasn't vegan. So Emin's vegan friend wanted me to cook for him. And I was really excited about this because you guys know already, I'm obsessed with cooking. I've been obsessed with cooking. And so I made this Asian bowl because I can't stop eating Asian flavored foods. Like, it's the easiest thing to cook for me. It's my favorite flavor to have, and it goes perfectly with my favorite drink that I have all the time, and it's amazing. Like, whatever I'm making, I just put soy sauce, ginger, garlic, cucumber, carrot, rice, salmon, soy sauce, eel sauce, spicy mayo. Like, oh my God, I want it right now. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to eat this right now. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. Anyway, so I cooked that and I did the damn thing again where I had this idea of like what his reaction would be in my brain. This is literally so embarrassing. I'm literally just bearing my soul of what my brain is like, but I kind of wanted to just let you guys in on what my thoughts are like, and maybe somebody will relate to me and I won't feel like a psychopath. But I had this idea of that he would be like, oh, this is so good, or whatever. Like, he would be so stunned, or I don't know, like, it wasn't even a crazy dish. It wasn't even that amazing. I just think of what people might do in my brain, and then when they don't do it in real life, it upsets me. And so he was just like, wow, this is so good. Like, that's literally what he said to me. He loved it. But it didn't match what I thought was gonna happen in my head, and it upset me. And I don't know why I do this. Like, it goes back to me thinking everybody hates me expecting people are gonna look at me a certain way or see me a certain way. I'm constantly switching back and forth between thinking that I'm really awesome and thinking that I'm horrible. And I don't know why I do this. Like, I don't know why I live inside my own head. I wonder if it's like a safety, like protection thing. Like, I'm so anxious and traumatized from my life. So like, I just think inside of my own head all the time, and I love being alone, and I love coming up with scenarios, and I love coming up with imaginary things, and I love picturing things because it's like I'm in control of it and it's safe for me. I don't know if I'm thinking way too deeply into this. I probably am, but I'm just trying to figure out like why I am the way I am, because it's annoying and it's embarrassing and it's frustrating. And I just want to be able to live life and not think so much about what other people think. Like, I think I used to think not at all about what other people think when I was young, when I was a kid. And so when I became a teenager and an adult and so many people just like hurt my feelings and broke my trust in ways that I didn't think they would, then it just changed everything for me. And I feel like I'm constantly on like guard and lookout, and I'm constantly trying to see if people are gonna hurt me, and like I'm so jaded and I don't trust anybody, and it's, oh my God, guys, this could get really deep, this could get really sad, but I just wanted to tell you guys like what my head is like and how I view the world, because I feel really alone sometimes. And sometimes it feels like everybody has their best friend and everybody has these people who want to pursue these close relationships with them, and nobody thinks in a way that is so, I guess, dark compared to me. But that's honestly probably just because I'm the only one in my own head. Like, I don't know what you guys think about. I don't know what other people think about. And so I'm only going to be able to compare my own thoughts with what I think other people's thoughts are. And I don't think that other people think like this, but I'm sure people do. And I'm sure you guys are watching me and you're like, oh, Dani, yeah, I think about that all the time. I think everybody hates me. I'm constantly coming up with scenarios in my own brain, and I don't live in the real world all the time. I'm sure that you feel that way. It's just sometimes when you go on the internet and you see other people's lives, you just compare yours to theirs, and then it makes you sad because you think that everybody's perfect and everybody has it together, and you don't. But the reality is I do. And I do have really good friends, and I do have a really good life, and I need to be grateful and positive and not get too much into like the negative mindset, but it's a challenge. And every day, all I do is try my best. So yeah, I did an oil treatment and I went to bed. That's why my hair looks like this. But I love you guys, and I'll see you in a couple days. Goodbye. My next video, I'm going to another state. My next video is gonna be really fun. Okay, bye.